For me, character development was probably my favorite class. I think because I was struggling so much with trying to bring my characters to life. I didn't have a tool set other than what I knew, which wasn't much being a new actor. So taking that class and really like practicing some of the tools like the emotional memory bank or creating a mood board, those kinds of things really helped me get into the character and become that character. I thought I was doing a pretty good job on my own, but once I really started learning the ins and outs of bringing that character out, boy, I don't, if I wouldn't have taken your class, I don't think I could even have done nearly as much as I have.
I've seen so much of your growth. And what's important is that you really put the work behind everything, behind the class, and which allowed you to grow and really get to that next level. Even during this session here, you being that cop, you're not a cop that I want to run into, right? You completely transformed into that character. So even in these improv scenarios, you're bringing what you've learned from character development to the forefront here, which is making these scenes even better, whether it's scripted or whether it's unscripted. I'm really seeing you drop into these characters and really bring that sense of reality to those characters. And you've used those tools, incorporated those tools before, and you're using them now to really elevate these performances. So, really great job. It's something that I'm seeing every time that you are performing. In terms of the program, Self Tape Mastery, what was your favorite part of that program?
I think the on-scene practices, like you can practice it at home with a reader or AI reader, but actually doing it live over and over again and not only paying attention to your lines, but your voice, your movements, and things like that. Like I never really thought about the total picture that it takes to really project on that screen. So the voice, the movements, making sure your eyes, and it's just was so many things that I was able to learn. And then once I was able to put everything together, get on the cap cut I didn't know anything about, and
Mhm.
actually put your slate, your audition, or even any type of extras that the director may have asked. I didn't know how to put all that together to make it look professional.
Yeah.
So not having that class, I think had I had it last year sometimes, I
Mhm.
probably could have got a lot of roles.
Mhm.
But it's a learning experience. Chat GPT, I use it every day now in every walk of life. But I didn't really know about those things until I started taking classes with you. So I enjoy learning. I still have a way to go, but I'm so much more confident than I was when I started. And I know how to get my Uta Hagen 6 questions and really dive in deep. So I thank you for it because I'm enjoying this process now. Before I was intimidated because I didn't know how to go about pulling that character out. But now I'm confident in self taping and I'm confident in the character development.
Awesome. It is a marathon as actors in terms of learning, in terms of training. That's something that never stops. And for you to always be open to getting better, it is a testament that we all can learn from, that we all can gain inspiration from, because we always do want to get better. Artists always want their art to be better, and it never stops. We never stop creating art. So the more tools that we get, the more feedback that we get from the industry and from experience that people have had in industry and really incorporating that into our story, the better off that we are going to be. Really great job. Let me go ahead and open up the floors for any questions that you have for Tika. And in the meantime, I do want to ask Tika one more question, and that question is, what is next for you in your career, and how do you plan to use what you've learned in these programs moving forward?
So one of the things that I'm working on now, I have an agent, but my agent is in the Southeast in Atlanta. So from taking the class, working on my actor's resume and looking at my reel, I want to now get a local agent so that I could start working here in Pittsburgh as opposed to waiting for my agent to send one or two,
Yeah.
opportunities. So that's my next move.
Awesome. I think that is a really great move because that's how I like to play the game as well. I like to have as many people on my team as possible, and that equates to more opportunities, and more
Mm,
opportunities equate to more bookings. So for example, if the Atlanta market is slow, right, I have my Chicago agent sending me auditions from Chicago. If Chicago is slow, I have my Los Angeles agent sending me auditions from Los Angeles. So I think that is a really great move for you to really build up your team of agents. Now you already have one in Southeast. Now we can start moving around to those other markets. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tica, for sharing your experience with us. And I am looking forward to working with you more and having you in our next sessions. As you can see, she brought it today, and this is all not for no reason. It's because she really put that work in.